How to simplify fractions, numbers, and variables together. There's two ways to simplify fractions with both numbers and variables. The first is just find the GCF and divide both the numerator, top, and denominator, bottom, by the GCF. The second way has 3 steps: expanding your numerator and denominator into product of primes, canceling out the ones, and remultiplying prime factors. Let's look at an example for way number 1. 36a squared x cubed over 27a squared x. If I know the GCF, then I can simply divide that out of the numerator and denominator. And then I simply do my division and get my answer in simplified form. And you're done. This is the fast way, but it is prone to mistakes. Now let's look at a problem with way number 2. The first step is to expand out the numerator, as shown here. Use your factor tree to get your primes for your coefficient and simply expand the variables. Next, we're going to expand the denominator. As we can see here, remember, you must have prime factor. Next, step 2, we're going to cancel out our ones. I see a 3 on the top and a 3 on the bottom, a 3 on the top, a 3 on the bottom, an A on the top, an A on the bottom. If you like, you can make them look like ones. And I also have an X. Those are all our ones. Step 3, remultiply the prime factors. I'm going to do this in 2 steps. I have 2 2's, so I'm going to use my prime factorization form. And then I have 3 x's. On the numerator, I have 1 3 and 1 a in the denominator. This shows if the top and bottom are different, or there's no common factors between the numerator, top, and denominator, then I have simplified it completely. And I can simply do the math. 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4, x cubed over 3a. A question often asked is, what if I don't have prime factors that simplify really nicely? Well, then we have to look at something a bit more complex. If we had 2 squared times 3 squared times 5 over 7 x over y, let's say, we'd have to do our multiplication in 2 parts. 2 squared is 4. 3 is our next factor, times 3 is going to be 12. Times 3 is 36, and then we'd still have a times 5 that we'd have to work out. 36 times is 180, so we get 180y x over 7y, and we'd be simplified.